Good morning, students. Today, as we have finished our 7th class first chapter physics, we will start chemistry. That is matter. Already, you have learned about this matter in your 6th standard. What is matter? We said that matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. Do you all remember this, children? Matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. Here you can give so many examples regarding matter in your day-to-day life. So many examples are there. Yes or no? Now when I am writing, I am holding a chalk paste. Is it a matter? Yes, it is a matter because it has mass. It is occupying some space. Hence, we can call our chalk piece as a matter. Your blackboard, is it a matter? It has mass. It is occupying some space. Hence, we call it as matter. Now, based on the matter, we have divided the matter into 4 states of matter. We have studied solids, liquids, gases and plasma. You have studied in your 6th standard. Yes or no? So many examples are there. Everything is matter. Our human body, is it matter? Yes, obviously, because it has mass and it is occupying some space. Hence, we call it as a matter. Now, based on the different substances you are seeing around us, we classified some of them as solids, liquids, gases and a plasma. Okay? Now, whatever you have learned in your 6th standard, you have 2 activities based on matter. Okay? First thing is, does matter occupies space? Okay? Because we said matter must contain 2 factors, that is space and mass. Hence, we will find out an activity. First one is an activity to find out whether we are finding out an activity. Okay? Activity to find out whether matter occupies space. Okay? Your aim of the activity is matter occupies space. Okay? We need to find out this by using an activity. Let us see. For this, your aim, always an activity means aim you need to write. What is the aim? To find matter occupies space. Okay? Matter. Now I am taking in case of matter as stone. Okay? Is stone a matter first? Yes, stone is a matter. Now we need to find out, does this stone occupies space? Okay, children? Now for this, next, after the aim, materials. What are the materials required? We need to find out. We need a glass tumbler. What we need? A glass tumbler, stone, thread, water. These are the requirements for our activity called as matter occupies space. Now, aim is there, materials are there. Next what? Procedure. Okay? Don't say it as procedure. Procedure. Okay? Now for this, listen. We need to write in our own words. First understand the activity. First what I am taking? I am taking a glass tumbler or a beaker. Fill the beaker completely with water. Okay? Now is water a matter first? Yes. Liquids comes under matter or not? It has mass and it is occupying space. Okay. Now I have filled a tumbler completely with water. Now I am taking a small stone. Tie a thread. Tie a thread to the stone. Now the glass tumbler is filled with what? Water. Now what I am doing? Now I want to find my stone. Does it occupy space or not? Now I have completely filled my tumbler with water. Now take this stone along with a thread. Dip it inside the water. What I am doing? Taking my stone along with the thread, dipping it inside the water. Now what happens? What do you observe? Next one is observation. Okay? The next thing is observation. What do you observe there? Whatever water initially has occupied this space, when the stone has dropped inside the water, does some amount of water flows out of the tumbler or not? Yes? That means what the space, some amount of space has been occupied by stone. Yes or no? Then only some amount of water has come out. Yes? When I have dropped a stone inside this tumbler, some amount of water has come out. When it has come out, then what can we say? Whatever space has occupied by the water, now stone has occupied some space. Because of the space occupied by the stone, some amount of water has come out. Okay? Now here, stone, is it matter now? Yes. Hence, from this activity, we can say that matter occupies space. Okay, children? Now, another conclusion also we can make. What is that? Another physical term called volume. Some space has been occupied by the stone. That space is called as volume. Hence, in generally, the space occupied by any object is called as volume. Following children, space occupied by any object. Suppose I am placing this on the board. Some space has been occupied by my chalk paste. That is nothing but we call it as a volume. Hence, space occupied by any object is called as volume. Okay, children, this is the activity to show that matter occupies space. Your homework is write an activity to show that matter occupies space. Okay. Okay, children, write the activity in your own words. Like whatever I have said. Aim, materials, procedure, observation, and the last conclusion you need to write. Okay, children. Thank you.